the New York Islanders, who, Frank, are they on life support? This is a team with just one win in their last 10 games.
Yeah, one win and they're floundering in the standings. And now it becomes really a mathematical improbability as to whether or not they can get back into the race and catch a team like the Washington Capitals or the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we'll talk about the Buffalo Sabres and the run that they've been on in a second. But what alarms me about the New York Islanders, Tyler, is their inability to score. They've scored more than 3 goals in a game just once in calendar year 2023. The last time was 11 games ago. This is not a new story. We know that they have playmakers.
Yeah.
They have Matt Barzal, one of the best in the league, but they don't have any finishers. They're all Swedish, no finish. They need to find more goal scoring production. The problem is when you take a look at the way that their salary cap is structured on an aging team with a lot of term already handed out, there's not a ton of flexibility for Lou Lamoriello at the trade deadline. And that's the thing. This is every Islander fan's worst nightmare as they've gotten to this point, because they're in a spot where they might not make the playoffs, and they already essentially doubled down on this roster from the summer. So a really tough spot to be in if you're a New York Islander fan.
Yeah, and you mentioned not a lot of pieces to sell right now. And when you look at their list of pending UFAs, like, not exactly a ton of options here on the list where you go, oh, yeah, they can get a second for this guy or a first for this guy. I mean, Zach Parise up front, Scott Mayfield on the blue line, maybe a guy who would have a bit of value if they decide to move on from him. And
I don't see the Islanders selling. That's the thing.
You think Lou's going to be stubborn?
Well, he has been to this point. We haven't seen any sort of indication. Like, you take a look at the pending UFAs that you just mentioned. We haven't seen any indication that they're going to go down that path where they begin to pluck off pieces. My guess would be that they'd try and re-sign someone like a Scott Mayfield, for instance. So I don't know where they're heading from here. Only, that's the thing, when it comes to the deadline, only God and Lou Lamoriello know. But in this case, given the posture that they've shown to this point, we don't have any reason to believe that they're going to be anything but what they've been to this point.